Hello everyone, my name is Stefan and welcome to the MreGamers business plan for April of 2013. Now, we've been thinking long and hard here at MreGamers of how we can make the network more appealing to people and also change it up a little bit because, quite frankly, we've recently come to the conclusion that our getting big directorship programs and putting them all together, making videos on multiple hub channels and curating them and trying to get them big has not really been working and is oversaturated in the market currently. So, our plan was quite simple. Come up with 3 new ideas of ways we can participate and help grow our audiences. So the first thing we're going to be doing now is shows. We're going to be focusing a lot on shows. They'll be HD quality video and audio. That means at least 720p. They'll have creative and original ideas. So we're not going to try to focus on events and shows that already have occurred 1.5 million times. We're going to try to come up with our own stuff, which should be entertaining as well. And they'll be consistent and scheduled. Therefore, you will know when to expect these shows every week, and you can start to kind of plan it out. Plus, remember, you will get that feed to your subscription box. Fingers crossed that will also notify you, of course, when the show comes out. The next thing we're going to focus on is live events. Now, live events we found to be one of the up-and-coming things on YouTube, and quite frankly, one of the easiest ones to organize as well. So we'll be making sure we have a lot of live events, HD quality video and audio, again at least 720p, so everything's crystal clear for you. It'll be very interactive with the audience because that's what we like to do, and also there's no fun making a live event if you're just going to ignore the audiences. So keep that in mind. Now it's also going to be looking very professional in a very professional format. That means we'll have overlays and we'll have intros, outros, we'll have a lot of tricks and tricks we're going to show later on during our first live events, which we're going to keep to ourselves for right now. Now we'll also make sure the interesting topics for the events, making sure that we have stuff which is up to date, if it's news related or if it's just gaming related, that we're not going to play really old games but more new games, and you can join us on those too. Primarily we will try to focus during our gaming sessions to make and focus on newer games and games that are available either for free online or games that are widely multiplayer. Therefore you guys can join within the live events and it becomes even more interactive. Also, we will be doing some show-type live events, such as podcasts, and for those, we'll make sure we have interesting topics and up-to-date topics for you to listen to or talk about and discuss with us in the chat. Now, the most important thing, of course, is that it will be frequent and will probably be most nights. Therefore, expect these shows and live events to be throughout the evenings, and we hope you enjoy them. Now, the final thing we want to focus on is tournaments. Now, we started a while back and we were a little bit iffy on tournaments, but now we've done a few and they've relatively worked out well. Therefore, we're going to be trying to focus a lot more on tournaments again, and we'll have them more frequently. They'll be entertaining, for sure, because we'll make sure that they have some kind of entertainment value, of course. They'll be interactive, meaning that audiences, we will not ignore you. We will try to have challenges for you. We'll have small little freebies to give out throughout the events and tournaments for you guys. We'll also make sure it's very professional though, with again overlays and certain other aspects. Now it will be live streamed. Everything will be live streamed on our YouTube channel. It'll be live streamed and shoutcast. We'll always have a good shoutcaster for no matter what tournament we do. For Call of Duty tournaments, as you guys may know, we use Schooly a lot. He's helped us in our last charity tournament and he's helping us in our current tournament as well, and we want to thank him a lot for that. But that's the standard we're setting pretty much. Someone who knows what they're talking about, someone who can express themselves in a very entertaining fashion as well, and just get the point across. Now, of course, the biggest thing about tournaments is prizes, and we'll make sure we have prizes for our tournaments, and there will be relevant prizes too, depending on the game or title we play. So those are our 3 new aspects the network will be adding. Now, I want to also add that with this, we'll be jumping back down to a 1-channel system. Therefore, MreGamersTV will pretty much be the only channel you have to focus on to watch and find your content on. We're not doing this because we're shutting down, we're not doing this because of anything else. It's pretty much because of all the things I explained currently, where we just want to focus a lot more on certain things, and by focusing, we think it's easier to focus when you only have to worry about 1 channel as opposed to 4 or 5. This does not mean the network is shutting down, this does not mean the network is losing any features, and I'm going to talk about that right now, because our partnership features are still as strong as ever, if not better. So if you want to get partnered with us, it's only 300 views per day according to Social Blade. It's, of course, no copyright content or strikes. You will get paid every month via PayPal. Our contracts are currently 3-year contracts or 1-year contract. Personally, I recommend signing a 3-year contract. Why? Because for a 1-year contract, even though it's shorter, it's also shorter. Now, what I mean to say with that is, of course, that with a 3-year contract, you have a lot more security. You're with the network for 3 years. You don't have to worry about being unpartnered, losing out on certain features, losing out on money. You have that deal, you have that contract. Now, I understand now a lot in the business, people like to have short contracts and just jump around as much as they want. That's fair enough. That's why we have our 1-year contract as well. Also, you'll get a detailed earning reports. It'll break it down to all your videos you get, plus your overall monthly revenue. It'll show what your RPM was. It'll show how much monetized views you had as opposed to how many actual views you had, how much that generates into money, and then of course it sends it to your PayPal. We'll also have a 24/7 support system. You can either email us, Skype us, even chat with us, and if you can't reach us at the time, there's always going to be someone who you can reach. So keep that in mind, and that's going to be great for you guys finally now. And then of course, what you get with partnership is all the premium features. Now on this list, I didn't actually include the clickable banners, mainly because YouTube is moving on towards the new one-channel layout where you can't click on the banners, but you will get that clickable banner feature as well if you're still in the old layout. But you will get one of the biggest features we like now is the HD live streaming feature. That does not mean your basic live streaming feature like you used to have a few months back. This is the live streaming feature which allows you to go up to 1080p, add delays to your stream, add ads, add everything, and it's very, very great. You'll also get all these tabs on your YouTube channel like shows, movies, trailers, games. You'll have custom thumbnails and a lot more features too, which you can like look around and explore once you have it, and it's really, really great. All I can say is monetizing your videos is the way forward nowadays, and being able to live stream, which is YouTube's biggest, newest feature, especially in 1080p, you really want this. For those people who don't quite meet our requirements or aren't really that interested in partnership with us, we also do have a Directorship program. Now, our Directorship program also pays you monthly via PayPal. Same principle as our partnering. Now, what this is a kind of just a little fun extra you can join us for. You can reach a larger audience or a new audience depending on what you're doing. You can also join us instantly on special events. So if we get beta keys to a certain game, or if we have a certain deal with a company to do a certain project for them, guess what? Instantly you are qualified to join on that, just because you're director underneath our program. Also, it'll help you learn and gain experience. We're here, we're all learning. This is the entertainment industry, it's constantly changing. Broadcast media constantly changes. YouTube is the forefront of the new ideology of how broadcasting is going to work. And with that, we're learning, and as soon as we learn something new, which we think is entertaining or interesting, we tell it to our directors, we tell it to everyone we can. So you'll be able to learn and gain experience. Of course, you'll get to work with a bunch of us who've been doing this now for multiple years, and it's just a nice experience. Also, you get to collaborate with other YouTubers doing similar things as you do with similar interests. You get to network, and networking is the most important part of anything nowadays. It's, sometimes it's really not what you know, but really who you know. And collaborating with people, you never know when in 3 weeks time one of these people you collaborated with blows up and gets 1 million subscribers, and suddenly you've got a collaborator with him, or you've worked with him, or you know him, and you get to ride his success, I guess. So either way, these are the programs we have right now, our Directorship and our Partnership program, but I also really want to make sure you guys are aware of the 3 new aspects of the network we're adding coming very, very soon, which is the shows, the live events, and the tournaments. If you're confused about any of those again, please just go back and watch this video to those specific sections, and I wish you guys a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.